You're live.
Friends. So,
I did it.
What's the, do you have like a zip code or something?
Y'all look fabulous.
Check the address.
Thank you so
It's
much
these
for doing this.
backgrounds. Yeah.
That's our chief of communications. She keeps us together.
So the address is Singleton Boulevard
Cool graphic.
in an apartment, and the apartment number is 140. Does that help at all?
We're doing this until the morning.
Yeah, it looks like it's like a condo situation on the corner of Hampton and Singleton. Does that help? Behind City Trends, behind Pizza Hut. Probably. Does that look like it's right? It's like a bunch of, I'm sure that's it. Yeah, that's probably, it's right tucked behind there. Yeah. And then it says suite. Let me see, it's suite 140, is that what it says?
I'm gonna start letting folks in.
You want me to give you the person we're delivering it to? You want me to give you her cell phone number instead of mine? She might be more helpful. She should be at home right now. You want me to just tell it to you, or is that easy for you? You able to write? You want me to text it to you? Yeah, that's your job, right? You're a professional. I just didn't want you, can you write while you're, I don't want to endanger you while you're driving. It's 214-403-0157, and her name is Monica. And I'll let her know that you're about to call. Thank you, I appreciate you. All right, bye-bye. Uh-oh, Monica. Jordan, you got can you pop up your background to be fancy?
I
Do you know how to do it?
I don't have one. I can.
Oh, let me resend it to you. You thought we left you out.
Well, I would go that far.
I did not leave you out. We shared it on the Zoom call. Sorry, I didn't email them. Is that your correct email? I feel like I have two different email addresses for you, but I sent them to one of them.
Which one did you send it to?
I don't want to say it over the internet. I'll send it to both.
I got it.
You got it. Great. What else do y'all need? You get there you are, Jordan. Yay. What you drinking, Jamie? Is it good? Just plain up. Oh, Jordan. Wait, I can hear you.
Grapefruit soda from Trader Joe's.
I'm glad y'all
Grapefruit
going by.
soda. Plain, straight up. What's that? Straight up.
I wasn't sure if this was like a cocktail moment, so I went with plain
I
soda.
really wanted to send cocktails to everybody, but that's
Somebody
harder.
got their cupcake. I
It's
just saw
harder
an
to do.
email.
Somebody got a cupcake, so that's all I
That's
know.
one.
Somebody
I've been on a
fell
good.
short.
There's the that Bishop Cider Company. They have a peach one that's really good.
Ooh.
Oh,
They
maybe
use
that's what I'm
Fredericksburg
making.
peaches to keep it local.
Nice.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
What I was
It was-
I have a whole
It's
Oh, you have
it's
the Google?
dangerous though because it's like very
You log in
tasty.
as well?
candy.
Yeah,
I just try to stick to one. Yeah.
Do I need to monitor the chat in? It still says video
Lisa's-
unavailable. How do I get to our video?
Zoom?
It says live now, but video.
That-
Oh,
that's-
there we are. Yay.
But
So
I'm
I can
saying
watch
for,
that.
can
I
you-
want to be in both. Yeah.
Can you go on Zoom?
Yeah.
It's game time, right?
Starts in 2 minutes, y'all.
Somebody's got to go down and get the food or something.
Nobody else is
Double
here.
Lauren.
What's that?
There's two of you.
Oh,
No, it's
that's too many. That's too many.
where are y'all?
We are in our office, our co-working space.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That's my YouTube here. What do I?
Just mute your computer.
Well, then I can't hear people.
Oh, yeah. We can hear them through the screen. We just need to be able to monitor the chat.
Where's all the rest of our cohort friends?
They might be watching on YouTube.
Wait, so mute my computer. Here we go.
Yeah.
But if I go over there, are we? We're gonna be in here, huh?
Yeah, we gotta stay in
Monica put in the office.
here. Oh, she don't want. Yeah, you got 9 people watching right now. We're popping right now. We're popping. I want to say something productive.
Hi, friends. Hi, friends.
There you go. We're wrapping up our mic check. We've still got
Mic checking all
1
day.
minute until we're live.
No, we're live.
Can we pull up the agenda? That's the other thing I need. It's been a fun day at Cospero Consulting. We have been running YouTube checks and sound checks.
And delivering.
It's a
cupcakes.
night delivering cupcakes all over the Metroplex. It has been a great change of pace from strategic conversations all day long about the future.
If
I
you
will.
didn't get a cupcake, it's
If
not
you want
my
to know what
fault.
it's like
not
to
my
just
fault.
be a small operation, the bank was calling today because we ordered like 18 Grubhub deliveries, and they were like, "What is this about?" It's been fun. It's been fun. All right, I'm gonna start because we only have an hour,
Yeah.
and my wife told me to try to get home by bedtime as well as I could for the children. Are you ready?
Who's it? Do they know?
I do.
What do you want me to do with this? I guess I can turn my screen off here, so we're not double.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where's the rest of our cohort?
All right, y'all. Good evening. We are live. Look at this. This is our moment. Look at these wonderful people on this beautiful screen. We're so excited that all of you are joining us. It's so great to see some of our cohort members for the first time in a few weeks after seeing you multiple times per month. So thank y'all for logging in. We are super excited to hear from these three groups tonight. All of them will present. Our wonderful judges here are going to give some feedback. We're going to have lots of virtual claps tonight and virtual hugs and high fives and snaps and spear fingers, you name it, we're gonna have it. I want to just kick us off because you all might not know our judges. So let's introduce them and then we'll bring in our first presentation, our first pitch. So I'm gonna go in order that I see. So we've got Jamie Applegate. Jamie, can you give us some spirit fingers in your screen there? Director of Innovation at United Way. And obviously we know we're all gathered here this evening thanks to our friends at United Way.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. So it's great to have Jamie here representing. Jordan White, can you wave for us? Can you hear us? There you go. He's disappearing in the screen a little bit.
Hi, Jordan.
But Jordan is new to Dallas, really interested in the philanthropic space, and we're super excited to have him with us this evening, learning in his expertise. And then last but not least, woman near and dear to my heart from back in my leadership ISD days, has been a great friend and colleague, Hillary Evans. Thank you for joining. And she's from
Philanthropy Southwest.
Philanthropy Southwest.
Yeah.
I want to say philanthropic Southwest, but all in the same neighborhood. So thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. You want to introduce our first guest?
Yeah, our first guest we're putting on the spot here
I'm gonna go grab them.
is Ms. Corinne Weaver from Bachman Lake Together. And she's going to introduce the organization and what they do and their exciting pitch that they have for you tonight. So welcome them. Y'all, I think you can feel free to unmute and like actually make some noise. It's a small group, so I think it should be okay. I feel like energy would be good for the presenters. It's a little, we got like lights and computers. It's a little intimidating.
So fancy.
I know.
Let's
Just
get
realized my setup is not good for nighttime. I've got no natural lights.
Yeah, everything's
beautiful
like
at
green
night.
in here.
Corinne is on her way. I'm hoping a few more cohort members join us as well.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy to see. You're all in the same room together. It's so cool.
They're all in this, they're like sitting and talking in real life person and they just got carried away. They're like humans. And they were like, you still have a pitch to do. Ready? All right, let's hear it for Corinne, everybody.
Rin!
Let's stand- Oh, that's fine. No, you're good. You're perfect.
All right.
Take it away.
Well, thank you all so much for being here with us. My name is Corinne Weaver, and I am representing Bachman Lake Together. At Bachman Lake Together, our mission is to unite the Bachman Lake community to fully prepare children for kindergarten, academically, socially, and emotionally, so they can thrive in school and in life. We view kindergarten readiness holistically, which means we not only prepare children for kindergarten, but we prepare the whole family to participate in that academic journey. And we prepare schools and other community institutions to welcome both children and adults into a warm and collaborative learning environment. Bachman Lake is a vibrant community located in Northwest Dallas, where the majority of residents are Latino immigrants. About 75% of Bachman Lake homes are Spanish dominant, about 2/3 rent, and the majority of homes are considered to be low to moderate income. Over the years, our family center has become a hub where program partners and families can come together to make tangible progress towards kindergarten readiness, predominantly through classroom-based programming. However, it's also a place where community happens. To us, community looks like sharing a meal to celebrate life's milestones, watching our children play in the campus playground, or stretching outside our comfort zone by participating in artistic and cultural endeavors that not only bring us together and unite us, but really also help give back to that vibrant Bachman Lake community. This sense of community serves as the foundation upon which all of the impact of Bachman Lake Together is built. When our families come together in these fun ways, they're more likely to do the hard work, to show up for their early and adult education classes, to volunteer for our monthly food pantry, to offer a helping hand to a neighbor who's struggling with the pre-K and registration process. Since the pandemic began, we have found ways to take our programming virtual. We've also been able to adjust some of our funding streams so that we can really meet the urgent needs of the families that we serve in new ways. However, our community building work has had to take a backseat. And our concern is that if that continues, it's going to hurt our engagement, both with our current families we serve, but it's also going to hurt our ability to recruit new families into the cause. In order to begin addressing this issue, we went straight to the source and talked to our parent leaders. We asked them, what is it that you miss most about the Family Center? One parent, Carmen, told us this beautiful story about how every corner of the Family Center holds a different memory for her. First, she talked about seeing her children thrive in their high quality early education classroom, while she herself was just down the hall taking ESL classes. Then she told us about coming together with her parent leaders to plan and host the annual Fall Festival, and how amazing it was to see other parents and their families come and really just enjoy a good time. Carmen also told us about how she has grown as an individual and how she's really stretched herself outside of her comfort zone by participating in things like theater classes, where she got to actually learn to act alongside of her children. And she also learned to tell her personal story, specifically her immigration journey, first through a painting initiative, and then through writing, and eventually through a film. Carmen is a great example of a parent leader who met the challenge of the virtual learning world, and her children show up for their classes every day. But Carmen and parents like her deserve an opportunity to come together in a fun and safe way to continue to build that community of Bachman Lake, to celebrate each other's lives, and to do so in a fun and a way that really challenges them to try something new. And that is why we are planning an outdoor, socially distanced fall festival that will feature performances by Bachman Lake families that celebrate their culture and highlight their heritage. In late October or early November, we will modify our fall festival format and host it in our parking lot, where each family will be assigned a pod, where they will be able to park their car, set up a picnic table, and be able to view this live performance. The event will also feature music, a socially distanced activity pavilion, some prepackaged treats, as well as all the health and safety protocols you could ever ask for. Families who sign up to be performers at this event will participate in a virtual preparation series. They will also receive a stipend so they can purchase any costumes or props that would add value to their presentation. And there will be prizes for the most compelling performances. If awarded the $5,000, we will use it to amp up the fun with decorations and treats for the stipend for the families, as well as the prizes. And any remaining funds will be used to offset the cost of renting a stage and sound equipment so the performance can be seen by everyone in attendance. We believe that we can safely host 100 community members, and we will also live stream the event so that others can participate in a virtual format. We also believe that especially the protocols that we're developing for this event add to our sustainability in the sense that they can be reused for future events. For example, in the spring, we are planning on having a pre-K registration event. And if the social distancing standards are still in place at that time, we would be able to reuse what we learned from this fall festival. We know this event will be a success in continuing to build community in Bachman Lake and in helping us recruit new families to join the cause. We also know that next time we ask Carmen and her children about their best memories at the Family Center, this one will be at the top of the list. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Corinne. It's really hard to go first, so thank you for that. I also thought in your in the practice pitch, I thought you said amp up the funk. So I think that's awesome. I think you should help them amp up the funk. We're gonna let the judges ask questions and give feedback for a couple of minutes, and y'all know who's starting first, so I'll let you take it away. I think you know, because I don't have the agenda in front of me. Jamie, go for it.
Yes, hi. Well, that was really great. So first of all, thank you for sharing. I've heard of your organization, so it was really great to learn more about the specific impact that you have. One thing that I really, really loved is that you're very community member focused and driven, and you use them to get to your programming, not the other way around. So I think that in and of itself is like deeply commendable, and super bravo for doing that. And two, I really love that you have programming that is unique for parents, unique for children, and then stuff that brings them together too. I think that is also very innovative. So I really, really love that. So that was great. I'm trying to formulate a question in my head. I'm a bit of a slow processor, but I think the biggest question I'd ask is like, when you're going to families, like how do you determine the number of different types of programming you offer? Because I think that I'm just curious about that, like, because it sounds like you do a really wide variety of things, which I think is amazing because it's very responsive. But I'm curious about how you determine like your own capacity as an organization.
That is a great question, and one that we're always readdressing. But the biggest way that we do that is through partnerships. So we think of ourselves as sort of facilitators and connectors and conveners, but we're not always the content delivery experts. And so when there's somebody else who does the work better than we do, we go to them and we just help really present that platform for them to connect with the families. So for example, I mentioned preparation sessions for the presentation or the live performance. We would likely go to a partner for that. We have a conversation scheduled to talk with Public Works Dallas about them hosting those sessions, as they've done something similar before. Another group that we might go to would be Big Thought to do that. And so again, we provide the platform, we get the parents there, but then they would deliver the content.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for your question.
Hillary, you want to go next?
Next. So great presentation. And as a mother of a kindergartner this year, kindergarten readiness is essential. So really appreciate the work that Bachman Lake is doing. And I think it's really innovative. I know that there are a lot of fall festivals out there, but this is the first I've heard of a drive-in fall festival. So I think that's a really great way to pivot and get members of the community involved. And then I also like the idea that, you know, this is something that's scalable to other events and activities, and also being mindful of, you know, just the COVID protocols and procedures of, you know, an outdoor event, and, you know, still being able to celebrate, but just in a different type of venue. So that was a great way to pivot. I guess my one question that I may have is, are you anticipating families to come to the event by car, or what does that look like, and what happens if families don't have a car or transportation in the park, you know, to go into a parking space?
Yeah, great question. So we would pre-register for the event. So we would be able to have those conversations with each family ahead of time. And the idea is that they would park their car in a spot and then have another sort of parking spot next to them where they'd be able to set up their picnic. So they would bring their own food and really kind of have that self-contained space. That being said, if a family needed to walk, which happens, or carpool, you know, we would still set up a way for them to walk in, and they would still have that same designated space. We also have a lot of furniture inside the family center. I know I would be able to bring some outdoor furniture from my house to really help to supplement what people can bring to make the pod that they would have as, you know, comfortable for them as we can.
Thanks. That's all I have.
And Jordan, go for it.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say I love this idea. I especially love that you went straight to the source, like you said. You asked the families what is most important to them about the family. I think that's, you know, great empathy, great listening. I love the sustainability of this as well, like you talked about, and the scalability. I guess my one question is just like, how are you evaluating the impact of this program?
That's a great question. So we, in the preparation sessions, we would really be looking at engagement. So if families sign up to be a performer, are they attending all of their sessions? Are they engaged during those sessions? And then at the actual event, of course, attendance at it, but also how many new families are we able to connect with, either in live at the event or through our virtual streaming option? How many families are we able to, we monitor our social media, likes and engagements. And so in the day of and leading up to, kind of what does that result in? Our idea here is a lot of the participants day of might be folks we are comfortable with and familiar with, but that through the sort of social media buzz that we can create around it, that's where we might get the hook into a new family, and then being able to follow up with them afterwards. So being able to look at the response rates and the sort of return on that outreach. And then of course, it's not quantitative, but those stories that we hear from our families, like literally, so as part of this cohort, what we did is we sent out a message and said, send us your best memory. And we got about 20 or so stories, and they were amazing. I mean, we immediately, most of them came in Spanish, and we immediately sent them off to get them translated, because we were like, these are so good. We can use them for so many things. And those stories really are the heart of what we do. And they really they add to the numbers. So again, to answer your question, we would measure our impact through both the engagement rates that we have with new families, but then also through these amazing stories and these amazing memories.
I love that. I think that's great. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Give a round of applause for Corinne, or snaps, whatever y'all. Their fingers for Corinne.
Thank you, everyone.
We're gonna bring up, did you queue up Tammy? Harold's trying to real delicately sneak out this door that's right here. And they're watching the YouTube, which is like a minute delayed over there. So Tammy's gonna be like, what? It's over. Oh, look, you're just clapping on YouTube. We're really out of our zone here with all the technology. We're really doing our best. So LaShandra's up next. LaShandra is with First Choice Social Services. You ready? And here she is, y'all, LaShandra.
It's okay. Hi, everyone. So, good evening. My name is LaShandra Apia. I am the Director of Program Services for First Choice Social Services. Our mission is to be the first choice in social services to provide family treatment for those families that are dealing with domestic violence, substance abuse, and teen homelessness. Our main program, the BIP program, which stands for Battering Intervention and Prevention Program, this is a 24-week program that's accredited through the state of Texas. This program, y'all, is set up in a very intimate setting. Usually we meet in person. We are in a group setting with 16 to 24 offenders of violence. So we get raw and we get real about holding these men and women accountable for their choice to use domestic violence against their intimate partner. So when COVID-19 hit, we were charged with the task of trying to continue to provide these services to those men and women. So we implemented our virtual education program, and that has been extremely successful to date. Then I was fortunate enough to be a part of this wonderful cohort. And this cohort has challenged me as a director, as a facilitator, to ask the difficult questions to determine how are my clients navigating through this pandemic. And so that question that I asked was simply, tell me what is not working well in your life right now. And y'all, when I asked that question, everything unfolded. One client in particular came to me, and his name is Mr. Williams. He stated that he was having some financial hardships. Apparently, he was a construction worker before COVID-19 hit, and now he's out of a job. And so he came up with the idea of selling $7 barbecue plates at his local community park in order to be able to pay his rent and provide for his family. He also shared with me that he was currently trying to raise $50 so that he could apply for his CDL license to get a better job. Now, honestly, y'all, I've been in situations where $50 was a lot of money, and I've been in situations where $50 wasn't that much money. And so I immediately went to my board, went to my community partners, and I was like, y'all, what can we do? This is $50. We can do this. And going again through this cohort, I was challenged with the task to really get down to the bottom, make sure that I'm assessing and making sure that I'm meeting our clients' needs during this pandemic. And when I began to talk to him more, he just wanted to be a small business owner. His dream is to provide food to his community, and give back. And I thought he wants a food truck. That's great. He wants to be a small business owner. That's great. So I immediately contacted some of my BIP alumni. Again, these are the men and women that completed this 24-week program that I knew were small business owners as well. And I paired the two up. And the peer mentor was responsible for guiding Mr. Williams, answering some of his questions, sharing their experiences when they were trying to get started with their small businesses, and the effort to help him get started and build up his confidence and support him. Then this idea arose, and I thought, let's create an advisory board. And this advisory board would be responsible for identifying those men and women that have completed this BIP program and that have shown interest in being small business owners to go through First Choice Social Services Small Business Program. So what will I do with the money if I'm awarded this money, our agency? Y'all, I'm going to invest. I'm going to reinvest back into these men and women, back into our community, and they will be charged with 3 tasks once they complete our First Choice Social Services Small Business Program. Task number 1, they will be responsible for donating a small percentage of their annual profit to a local community organization. They will also be responsible for donating 100 volunteer hours back into our agency. And lastly, they will be responsible for being a peer mentor themselves. So they would mentor those men and women that are coming through this same program. This is a Reach One, Teach One program. This is truly the pathway to empowerment. And our sustainability will come in because we are giving back to the community. We are continually investing in the sustainability of our community. And so I appreciate you taking the time to hear me out, and thank you.
Yay, so good. Elbows, I guess, right? All right, y'all, since we're totally off script already, I'm gonna start with Mr. Jordan this time, and Hillary, I'm gonna start with you next time. So I'm gonna go Jordan, Hillary, Jamie this time for the feedback.
Great. Thanks for the presentation. That was wonderful. It's really great to hear what y'all are doing. I love this idea. I love the sustainability of it. It's very innovative, and I think it's also incredibly needed right now when so many people still want to start a small business or own a small business, but they don't know how, they don't know what the resources is. And so to have someone who's been in their specific situation and has come out through it and is able to give back, I think that's wonderful. I guess my only question is, what has the response been in terms of people who want to participate in it? So the people who haven't finished the program, but the other people who would want to own their business, have there been a lot of like kind of groundswell support? Have there been a lot of people who want to participate?
Yes, awesome question. I did a survey. I did a quick survey actually when this situation arose with Mr. Williams. And y'all, we currently have in our battery intervention and prevention programs, because we're in Greenville, Texas, we are in Dallas, we're in DeSoto. And out of those classes, we had at least 85 people that stated that they would love to participate in this small business program. So yeah, we definitely feel that there's a need. And again, these are the men and women, y'all, let's be honest, they have taken from society. And this is their opportunity to give back in a positive way. And it's just the gift that keeps on giving. So yeah.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Hey everyone, good to see y'all.
I think I might
Hey,
be up
Shonda.
next. So excellent presentation, and it's really filling, I think, a really pivotal need. There's a lot of job loss, particularly within the service industries and hospitality and construction. And I think it's just really fulfilling a tremendous need, and also helping to contribute to boosting our economy that this pandemic has definitely compromised. I think my question, are you working with any partners or around referral services? I know there's other partners that are engaged in pairing folks that have lost their jobs with work, and just curious of what that looks like.
Absolutely. First Choice Social Services, we would not be who we are if we did not have community partnership. And so we are currently we're meeting with under one roof. Under one roof is under the leadership of Verna Roberts. She works with the veteran population. And the veteran population, honestly, is near and dear to my heart because my father is a Marine. And we know that we are living in a time where everyone really all is having to reinvent themselves. And that might look like, creating a diverse portfolio when it comes to the jobs that you're eligible for, or, whatever. And so, yeah, we are definitely reaching out to our community partners to see if they have anyone as well in their programs that have expressed interest, because again, this is so much bigger than one community. It's about everyone. So, yeah.
And I guess I just have thank you for that. I just have one quick follow-up question. I know that initial capital to start your own business can be, a challenge for some. And this prize would help support that. What does ongoing financial support look like for the continuation?
Yes, ma'am. Ongoing financial support. What that looks like is, again, we have a active board, and we did have conversations with our board, and they are super excited about contributing a portion of their monies to continue this investment. And again, the investment money, if we're awarded this $5,000, it would definitely, be for those men and women. They're going to have to present a business plan. They're going to have to, it's steps to being awarded this seed money. And we would make sure they understand this is seed money. Maybe $50 will help you get your name registered. Maybe $100 will help you obtain, your food and kitchen license. I don't know what that looks like, but again, this is to help you get started. And so we want to make sure that they will understand exactly what that means and what that looks like. And then we also want to make sure that we have on our advisory board men and women that are financially educated, that are small business oriented. And so these men and women are getting a wonderful education on what it means to take this journey as a small business owner. So because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're building them up and not tearing them down and setting them up for failure, because they've already been through that throughout their life. So that's really important. I hope that answered your question, Ms. Evans.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I thought that was great. I did an internship during grad school at the family place, and I facilitated some BIP courses. So I know the impact that you can have in that space. And so just super, super great what you're doing. I also really love that you're taking it a step further by not just doing like the BIP course itself, but then also looking to provide additional supports. I think those are critical in making sure that people don't, fall back on things that might like be happening in their life. So I think, doing something like that, I think the mentorship piece and, building out connections between people who've graduated from the program and people in the program, I think that's like really innovative. And I really love that there's like a 3-part structure of what success looks like post. So like giving back financially, giving back time. So I think those are things that are really, really great. I think Hillary hit the nail on the head with the question of just like, I would just say like what are you doing to make sure that it's a financially stable model. And the other thing I really loved is that you're asking people to give back to community organization, and you're not earmarking it as yourself. I think that allows them to feel like they can make a choice of what resonates most with them, which might end up being your program. But I really love that you didn't, you're not requiring that, because that can look a certain way. And I think that you're choosing just to, like, you know, say, we want you to invest back in the community. So that was really phenomenal. So just thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yay. Thank you, Lashandra. Great job. The sustainability plan is called Aspire 2030, Jamie?
Bazinga.
Yes.
I don't know how y'all are going to decide the winners here, because I love all these pitches. And we are like exactly on track on our agenda. But buckle up, because we now have AES Literacy, otherwise known as Ali, and they have buckets and buckets of props, and they're about to bring the pop. So it's Jermaine and Kimberly with AES Literacy. Come on in. Can I hold anything for you? You got it? You got bags and buckets of props.
Bags and buckets. Bags and buckets.
I can't
Yes,
wait.
we do. Bags and buckets. Hello, everyone. Bags and buckets.
Let me know if you need hands. Okay.
Okay. If you need anything, let me know. Okay.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I am Kimberly Cooper, one of the founders and directors with AES Literacy Institute. We focus on helping individuals between the ages of 17 and 35 that did not graduate high school. We offer them a 3 to 6 month alternative program that allows them to earn their Texas Certificate of High School Equivalency. You may know that as the GED. We are here seeking $5,000 to be able to offer our students a stipend to help relieve some of the financial burden caused by COVID-19. Have a look at this.
Kaya needs some Pampers, and my mama said she ain't got no more money, and to call you because I didn't make this baby by myself, and she bought the last pack of Pampers.
Man, I ain't got no money.
So do you think me or Micaiah care? Look, Micaiah needs some Pampers, and you her daddy, so you gonna have to make something happen.
Woo, I lost my job because of Corona. I dropped out of high school. Woo, now I done went and had this baby. Woo, I'm only 17 years old. Woo, I think I gotta get out here and make something happen. Woo, wee, let's get out here and make something happen. Hello?
Hello, Deron?
Yes?
Hi, it's Kimberly with AES Literacy Institute. I was just calling you with some good news. You've been doing so well working towards your high school equivalency. You've met all your required study hours. You met with your tutor this week, and you've been attending the online check-ins on Thursday night. Because of this, you've earned a $25 gift card. Thanks for your hard work.
Man, for real? Oh man, thank you so much. You just don't know how bad I needed that. Y'all are lifesavers, for real, for real.
You're welcome, Deron. You have some people rooting for your success. Keep up the good work. We will get that sent right over to your email. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.
All right, bye. Man, they just don't know how they saved my life. Woo-wee! I was about to hit the block and get into some real trouble. Woo, they just saved my life. Let me call my baby mama and tell her I got that scratch for that $25 for that little bit of baby Pampers that she was looking for right quick. And then it changes to me. Hello, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. I'm Jermaine Cooper. I'm the president and the CEO of AES Literacy Institute. And 22 years ago, I was the run. struggling to graduate high school, had a child that was 2 months old, and also I didn't have no connections to the world. So without the connection to the world, that sent me to the penitentiary. So with you guys help, these children like Deron would not be sent to the penitentiary. We want to use the $5,000 as an incentive to help students to complete the program despite the COVID-19 pandemic. Students will receive a $25 a week total income for the students to meet the 3 reporting required metrics to qualify for the weekly allowance.
The current pandemic has forced us to pivot from in-person to 100% online learning, making COVID-19 one of the biggest obstacles against adult education. Currently, most adult education providers are on hold. Although we're up and running, 40% of our students work 2 jobs just to survive. Our students have expressed both their struggles as well as their interest in receiving a stipend that will help them cover basic essentials, those household needs that sometimes, I must admit, even I take for granted. I'll show you some. Toilet tissue, washing powder, bleach. How about personal hygiene products? And this is about $25 worth of food. Maybe you can understand where I'm coming from if I express to you that some of our students struggle so hard that we had a student that had to beg for gas at a local racetrack because she had used all her money to pay for her bills, or the student who must work 2 jobs to care for her 4 children and she hardly gets to see them anymore. Or maybe our DACA student who stands in food pantry lines for hours on end just to feed her daughter for the week. With your help, we can change these individual lives. Yes, education will change their lives in the long run, but a $25 stipend will help them today. We primarily measure our success in terms of graduates. This success of this pilot will allow us to scale in terms of enrollment as well as improving our retention. So improving retention and increasing enrollment means more graduates. And the more graduates we have means increased awareness. And if we can increase awareness, we have the potential to attract more donors and funders and have them interested in our program so that we can sustain long term. Excuse me. Hello? Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It's a student that's testing tomorrow. Wait, what? What do you mean you can't make it? You have 1 exam left and you'll be graduating. No. See, we cannot let you fail just because you don't have gas money, okay? Let me see what I can do. I'm gonna call a couple of people. Worst case scenario, I'll Uber you up there. Okay, I'm doing something, so I'll call you right back. Okay, bye. I'm sorry, guys. You know, when duty calls, you have to answer. But fortunately, that wasn't a real call today. But that could be a call that we receive tomorrow. With your help, we can prevent that call from ever happening. See, with us, we invite our students into our family. We tackle the good, the bad, and the ugly. With us, it's not just about graduating. It's about igniting hope and restoring dignity in our students as they journey on their path to success. They need our help, not just from me, but for all of us. This company was founded because someone reached back and helped us. Will you reach back with us today to provide the help that our students need to make it through this pandemic? Thank you for your time.
Y'all can unmute and make some noise for that.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Nice
you.
job,
Thank
Coop.
you.
Thank you, AES.
I think I'm going to kick it off. That was an excellent presentation. I love the props. It really did make the examples come to life. And I do think that something as important as earning a high school equivalency and being able to incentivize that. I'm getting some feedback. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but But I think that that's really important because oftentimes that can be a barrier for keeping someone on track. And I really like your lift as climb and village, supporting community. So excellent job on that. I did have a question regarding the $25 stipend or gift card. How anticipate tracking how those funds are used? I know the idea is to use them, for example, on basic essentials, like the example of gas money, Pampers,
Yes,
food. But what about if it went to something that didn't support those? How are you tracking that?
yes, ma'am. Thanks for asking that question. We have a couple of metrics in place. In order to receive that gift card, the student must meet 3 metrics. First, they must meet their required study hours, which is a minimum of 7 hours a week. Second, they are required to meet with their assigned tutor at least once that week. And finally, they are required to check into we have a student check-in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. After that will allow them to attain that allowance. We want to purchase gift cards and be able to send those gift cards via electronically due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And we know electronically, you can only purchase certain things because of it being electronic. And in certain situations, because we are so in depth with our students, we do know what they need. So for some students, they will get a gas card. For other students, they might receive a Walmart gift card. So we're going to ask them specifically, is there a particular need that we can fill with that $25 stipend? For example, we have another student who actually stated that her $25, she's going to take that money and ask for two extra hours off to allot that time to study. So we're going to ask the students exactly where they need to help and try to fill the gap at that need. Did that answer your question?
Thanks. It did. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Jordan, is it me? Am I next? I'll go. Okay. Well, one, thank you so much for sharing. Yes, I completely agree with Hillary. I thought the presentation was great. Love the props. I love the examples of just some of the barriers that your students face and ways that you're looking to support them. I think the most innovative thing is that I think school is a job. And so I think people should earn a living to do it. So I think it's really, really innovative that you're looking to provide financial assistance to your students. So huge, huge props on that. I think it's like super, that in and of itself is just like a revolutionary idea. And while you might feel like you're doing it on a small scale, like that has big ramifications because it frees people up to like get their GED or high school equivalency, which can then, it snowballs into like better opportunities economically. So super, super into that. My biggest question is just about the sustainability of it, of what would be, so like, obviously if you win the $5,000, that's a significant number of $25 investments and sort of like small scale investments. What would be the plan to continue raising funds for that specific effort?
Thank you for that question, Jamie. Plans going forward would be to create a program where that funding is actually already in the budget so that would be something that is able to be allotted to students from program beginning rather than something that's being implemented as a pilot in the middle of a program like we're attempting to do now. So that is one way. The second way is by the North Texas CARES application. We have completed that application to seek funding, and hopefully we can get that, and that'll help sustain our students as well.
Awesome. No, I think that there will be partners that are really interested in that model, because I think that that's pretty exciting, what you're doing. So really cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess it's me. Thanks for this. This was great. The impact for this is, I think, tremendous, or potential impact is tremendous here. You can see immediately how it makes a difference. And everyone has kind of echoed everything that I wanted to say. So I was wondering though, how did you come up with the $25? What led to that?
$25 a week. If you add that up, that equates to $100 a month. We considered that to be enough to sustain, take care of maybe an internet bill or a phone bill. We actually spoke with our students and asked them what would be an amount that would make an impact in your life and make a difference without breaking the bank. So what would be motivational enough and incentivized enough to get you to do what you need to do, but at the same time, allow you to know, like, don't just depend on this. You still have to do what you have to do to make things happen, but we're here to help. So we just want to be able to provide somewhat of a crutch, but not only want to say crutch, somewhat of assistance, but not be a crutch.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's great. What I really love about this is the simplicity of it. Like obviously there's a lot of complexities that go into it, but the simplicity is give them cash and give them a cushion, give them something that helps them directly and immediately. So I think that's great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Great job. Y'all can come back for your supplies, or you can take them now.
Okay, we'll just come back.
Yeah, we can come back. We can come back.
So thank y'all, audience. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for being here. We're gonna let the judges are gonna hop on a conference line. So, and I'll drop that in the chat if y'all need it. You can just stay on mute, turn your video off, and we're gonna play some music for y'all, cohort members, and we'll be back in 5 minutes or less. No, we're not messing with the breakout rooms, Justin. We're just gonna keep things here. We're gonna go old school, 1-800 free conference call line. That's just where we're at. So y'all can hang out and chat to the world, to the 10 viewers on YouTube right now. Say hi, YouTube.
Hey.
Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate that. There we go. Thank you. So give us a minute and we'll be back with you. Harold's gonna play you some groovy tunes. I'm gonna this is his computer. I don't want to break it. So I'm gonna let him do it. And we'll see you in a minute.
Is this when we get to eat our cupcakes?
Yeah, where'd Star go? Y'all don't mind if I eat?
No, you can definitely eat, Justin. I didn't get any treats, so I think you should eat them. But I'm just gonna drink my water.
Oh no, this is my dinner. I was uncomfortably late in getting it. Hangry dogs, you don't want it.
No, you don't.
I have Chipotle that I was eating right before the call. I guess I can go get that.
Well, I might be eating on YouTube right now, and I'm kind of okay with that.
I think it's fun. Much crazier things are on YouTube.
I'm counting this as my first birthday present because my birthday is in 6 days, so we're within the window. So thanks, y'all.
Woo!
Wait. What's a win 6 days? Let me know the rules.
Justin, I'm just trying to make myself feel better about eating cupcakes because I have not eaten anything like this in like a very long time. So.
Oh, then yeah. I mean, it's your birthday.
It's your window.
It's the window.
That's what the window is, Justin.
I just need to be abreast of all window rules because sometimes the weekend, if it falls on a weekday,
It can be longer, it can be shorter. It just depends on what you need to make yourself feel good. That's your window.
I need to know the rules of the game before I play. That's all.
I think a Monday, when your birthday falls on a Monday, I feel like that's, maybe the window is a tiny bit shorter than if it was like on a Tuesday because you're really smack dab in the middle and you're not close to a weekend. But you get at least a couple days leeway if your birthday is not on a Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday, I feel like.
Okay. I Heard and received. Stephanie, are you ready for tomorrow? You're gonna be spamming all your friends for North Texas Giving Day?
Something like that. I've already started spamming them. Actually, we're being featured by WFAA this whole month. And one of the things we're doing is a phone bank next Friday. We need some volunteers. So I was like texting all my friends, and like some of the shifts, like one of the shifts is at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're like, "Who's doing this?" They're like, "I can't phone bank, but I can donate. Is there a link?" And so I just sent the link for North Texas Giving Day.
That's what I was thinking. Like everybody we know, they're inundated with just asks. But your group from, they're not in North Texas. You got an untapped market. We're all saturated over here. You got.
Yeah, so definitely tapping into my California network.
What about you guys, Justin? Any big plans?
Oh, this is we've been pushing. We've came up with a marketing thing. Got some matching funds for the first time. We're
cool.
Nice.
Catch KERA right now. I don't know. It's like they have a whole avenue of spreading their message. And
yeah, how do they do that? Huh?
But we got the number 2 in all ed and lit before the day, so we're happy with that.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
Our donors don't give big, but we have I think we're up to 92 before I started this call, so we're
oh wow,
that's great.
Going a mile wide, not too deep though.
That's awesome. We're doing, if anybody wants to jump on the bandwagon, we're doing a little social media hashtag book trip. And you can like post a picture and talk about like where a book has taken you, or what kind of adventure a book has taken you on recently.
I saw Lisa D on social media, and then I saw someone put up Warriors Don't Cry, which is, I signed that for every 1302 class that I have. That's one of my favorites.
Cool. Yeah,
that was one of our instructors.
Oh, GA did that one? Oh, cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
Wait. Lisa, don't tell me I'm on top of your social media and you aren't.
I haven't been on Facebook in like 2 months.
Fair. I was really setting you up to pull that birthday card. That's what that was.
It's the 2-month window. Remember?
It's the 2-month window.
It's the 2-month window.
No, I'm just getting like older and older and more curmudgeonly and don't want to be on Facebook or anything else.
Oh, sorry. That was Instagram. The only reason I still have Facebook is for this day tomorrow. That's it.
I know. I feel like my Facebook account is for work. Like it's for me to like readers to leaders things, which I don't even know if it's really that effective, if that's all I'm using it for. Am I even really making a difference? I don't know. Maybe readers to leaders is like, do me a favor and don't like our page because
you're bringing us down.
You're bringing us down. You're messing up our algorithm.
They're taking away our likes.
Yeah, I just go in like once a week and I'm like too often. Like I sort of good check in every once in a while.
Yeah, you're doing a much better job, Sarah, of supporting.
It gives me something mindless to do when I'm like, I can't go on, my brain can't function. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do this. Like. Good job.
Gotta dole out the praise. Celebrate wins all the time.
Yep.
So Star, we've talked about your dog multiple times, whether that's feeding him or letting them out. What do you have?
Wait, you're on mute.
I think she's bringing him on camera.
I know.
I want to see the dog.
A bow tie.
Brendan, come see this dog.
This is my Benson. Say hello, everyone. Say this is my eating time, my walking time, my cuddle time. he can't understand what's going on. Why am I still working?
Oh,
Best boy is best dressed.
I know.
Say hello. Say hello, Benson.
Oh, so beautiful.
Benson.
You don't want to talk to us because we're impeding upon his time.
Right. He's like,
He prefers teams.
Boy, good boy. But yes, he's a pit mastiff mix, but more pit. I think his mom was pit and his dad was bull mastiff. So that's where his huge head. That huge head.
I love those catfish heads.
I know. It's so
Yeah, when
sweet.
people see him coming, first they get scared. They're like, oh, he's a pit. Then they want to get closer because he doesn't look like a pit. So he's
It's
a
the
good
bow
boy.
tie. He's so handsome.
So cute.
Thank you. How's everyone doing?
Hanging in.
It's North Texas Giving Day. I absolutely love the fundraiser, but I'm ready for it to be over. I'm tired.
Yes,
The
you are.
promotions, the marketing, the emails, the calls, the let's do this. I am totally drained.
We get it.
Agreed. Uh-oh.
Yep,
Do we
something's
have a
happening.
winner?
Something's happening. What's happening?
The suspense.
Yes, the
Drum
suspense
rolls.
is killing me.
People have on masks. What does it mean?
They're all together.
Sorry, we're not gonna be in 6 feet here. Look, there's all the snacks.
Oh my gosh, they've got a ring light.
Stand in the middle there, girl. Stand in the middle. Y'all, can we see you all? Yeah, we can see y'all.
All right, y'all. Give everybody a virtual round of applause.
go
Did
off
they do
mute,
a
King.
fantastic job?
Go off mute so you can yell.
Yeah, go off mute for like 3
Are we-
seconds so
are you
you
on
can
mute?
all
Where's
scream.
your-
Really, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Well, again, we are so proud of the folks standing here with us. We're super proud of the folks who are on this call. Y'all contributed a lot to this. We asked the judges to have like a quick deliberation, but it took longer than we thought because y'all all did such a fantastic job. And it was a really, really difficult decision,
Of course.
which we imagined that it would be. But our first together for tomorrow is AES.
Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
Pop.
Here we go. Here we go.
Do y'all want to share any final words before we wrap up this evening?
Awesome, y'all. I'm speechless, and I am rarely a speechless person. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just gotta say thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I mean, really, thank you on behalf of our students. If you guys would like to join us tomorrow, because we meet with them every Thursday night at 6 o'clock, we'll be happy to send out the Zoom link so you can see their reactions when we share with them the good news.
Come on in. We all did this. We all in together. We all did it together.
So
Yes.
I'll send that link out, so if you would like to join us tomorrow night when we share the good news with our students, that would be phenomenal, because the smiles on their faces, this is why we do it. I thank you for hearing us. I thank you for your help. I thank you on behalf of them. This is just the beginning of major epic partnerships.
Yes.
Let's go save the world.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Great job, y'all. Well, YouTube world, Zoom world, that's it. Lauren and I are going to do this again in Iowa, and so we'll let you know so that you can see the United West Quad Cities and see how it stacks up. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Get one more shot. Get one more.
There you go.
All right, team.
Thank you.
That's
so
it.
much.
Good to see you. Thank you so much, everyone.
From my neighborhood to yours.
All right, y'all.
I want one of y'all cupcakes, everybody.
That's
Great work.
It was. Thank you so much.
Judge.